Hi, this is Jason from the QuickBooks team. Because QuickBooks Time seamlessly integrates with QuickBooks Enterprise, it helps you track the time employees and contractors work, so you can use it to pay employees in QuickBooks Enterprise automatically, and then calculate job profitability. Let's go over how to enter the time your team worked on a job, pay them for their time, bill a client for the time, and then run job profitability reports to see how profitable the job was. Because QuickBooks Enterprise and QuickBooks Time are so closely integrated, when you sync QuickBooks Enterprise with QuickBooks Time, all of your workers, items, and customers and jobs automatically transfer to QuickBooks Time. Select Customers. From here, you can see all the customers that imported from QuickBooks Enterprise. If you want to add a customer or job, add them in QuickBooks Enterprise. After you've entered them in QuickBooks Enterprise, and then sync with QuickBooks Time, the customer or job will appear on this list automatically without any need to perform extra work. Select Time Entries, and you can enter the time an employee or contractor works with the Add Time button, or the Manual Time Card and Time Slider tabs. Or, if you'd like your team to enter their own time, select My Team. Toggle their access on. Then select their name, confirm their email address, and then select Send Invite to invite them to QuickBooks Time. After they confirm their info, they can log in with their phone or a web browser on a computer. Select a customer or job, and clock in so you don't have to enter their time for them. You'll still get to review the time they enter before paying them. As you or your employees enter time, they can select the customer or job they worked on. If you want to bill the customer later, make sure to mark the time as billable and enter a service item. This ensures you'll invoice the client for the correct rate for the work performed. When it's time to pay your employees, select Approvals. Enter a date range for the time you'll pay employees for, and then select Run Report. QuickBooks Time lists all of your employees and a summary of the time they worked that you need to approve. Select View Details to take a closer look at the time. If everything looks right, select Approve for the employee, or select All Unapproved, and then select Approve Selected. Then in QuickBooks Enterprise, select Employees, enter time, sync QuickBooks Time. When QuickBooks Enterprise finishes the sync, close the window. Now that your team's time is in QuickBooks Enterprise, you can pay them. Select Pay Employees, then Start Scheduled Payroll. The time you approved earlier automatically appears next to the employee's name. If you don't see their time, check the date on the payroll you're running, and the date on the time entries you approved earlier. Select Continue. Confirm the details and make any adjustments. Then select Create Paychecks. Now that you've paid your employees, you can check your profitability on those jobs. Select Reports, Jobs, Time, and Mileage. There are many job profitability reports to choose from. Let's run the Job Profitability Detail Report. This report shows you each product or service associated with the job, the costs for those products and services, revenue, and the difference between cost and revenue. The difference is your profit. Right now, QuickBooks Enterprise only has the costs because you've paid your employees but haven't invoiced the client. Let's invoice the client and see how that affects the report. From the home page, select Create Invoices, then enter the job's name. QuickBooks Enterprise asks if you want to include outstanding time and other costs. Select the option to include time and costs, and then select OK. Check the time and other costs you want to include on the invoice, then select OK. QuickBooks Enterprise lists the time and costs, and automatically enters the rate based on the billable item you chose earlier when you recorded the time. Make any adjustments, and when the invoice looks right, select Save and Close. Now refresh your report, and you'll see the income for the job and your updated profit. If you entered your costs on an estimate to your client, you'll also see updated information on your estimate versus actuals report. From here, you'll see the estimated cost of the work compared to the actual cost. Now you're ready to use QuickBooks Time and QuickBooks Enterprise to help you measure job profitability and plan for future jobs as you grow your business.